So welcome back. Right now we're looking at the ad group ideas and keyword ideas, and what I want to do in this video is just to dive a little more deeper. So on the left hand side, you're going to see the targeting, the date range, the customizer search. Basically, if you don't see what you like over here, you can always tweak your settings and it will do it on the fly. So it's set up really easily so that you can do that. Now at the top here, you can see the keyword search, and if you ever want to change the keyword phrase or keyword itself, let's say for example I don't really like puppy, I want to get and dig deeper and then focus on puppy training. I can do that and click on Get Ideas. And then at the top here, you're going to be able to see the search volume trends. So from May 2013 all the way down to April 2014, so about a year span, you can see how many monthly searches this specific keyword gets. Now you can also see mobile trends. So let's say for example that I want to break it down and I want to see, okay, how many people do have smartphones are actually searching out of the other searches. So as you can see, the total here is about 945,000. Out of that, about a third of the searches are mobile. So that in itself also gives you an idea of the type of people that are in that market. So a third of the market have cell phones. You can do a breakdown by device. So we have computers, mobile devices, and tablets. So obviously computers have about 46%. But mobile devices with full browsers have about 36.3%. So we can see that where the market is going. So we can see that people that type in puppy training have about 36% have mobile devices and 46% have computers. And then we see that 16.6% have tablets. So that gives us a good idea that about almost a half have mobile or tablet devices. So that also tells you, generally speaking, people that have mobile or tablet devices that have the ability to access full browsers definitely have some income. So that's a good determining factor. Now, just looking at the data here, as you can see, you've gotten a good amount of data. But you can go further and you can have breakdown by location. So obviously this is all locations here, so it's not really targeted specifically towards a specific location. These are basically groups of keywords that you could potentially, add to your Google AdWords plan and begin to bid on them. And then over here we have keyword ideas. So these are the individual keyword phrases, and with the average monthly searches, the competition. So you can see high, medium, or low suggested bid, which is basically for puppy training itself. You know how you go to Google and you see the ads at the top in the right hand side? Those are the suggested bids. So keep in mind that every time you click on one of those ads, an advertiser, such as yourself, will have to pay a specific amount of money. So the suggested bid actually tells you, okay, puppy training is going to be about $1.42 because it has high competition. It has a lot of people bidding for that specific search term. Now, keep in mind that I don't recommend that you just go after puppy training. You really want to focus in on specific keyword phrases. So the only reason why we search for puppy training is because we want to dig deeper and we want to find other keyword phrases that are below that. So think of it kind of like a hierarchy. You have a general keyword at the top and then little keywords at the bottom that relate to the one at the top. So as you can see, we got puppy training classes, puppy training biting. So for parents of puppies and dogs that bite a lot, when we're trying to train them not to bite, this could be a specific keyword phrase that you could dig deeper on. So I could take this one and then put it up here and see what kind of stuff I get to dig a little more deeper. We can see that average monthly searches is about 880. There's medium competition is about 81 cents for a suggested bid. And then of course we got ad impression share. And you also have statistics here, which is great. The trends are wonderful because you can kind of get an idea. Is this a consistent keyword phrase that people type into Google on a constant basis throughout the whole year? Or maybe it's a seasonal keyword like Christmas or Halloween or Easter. And then what you'll see is you'll actually see, not a lot of traffic. And then for Easter, you'll see something like a big jump and then not a lot of traffic. So that'll give you an idea about, okay, is this a keyword phrase that I want to bid on or rank on in Google? And then I'm going to get a limited amount of traffic or seasonal traffic. So this gives you a better idea of that. And also, if you just want if you can toggle chart here, you can also, and this little feature just allows you to basically push the chart up so that you can focus purely on the keyword ideas. So you have more space and room to move things around and do your research. And this little button here basically allows you to add specific keywords to your plan. So for example, puppy training classes, if I click on this and I scroll over to the right, you'll notice that it allows you to customize your plan. And this is really for those of you who want to utilize the Google AdWords plan and go ahead and pay for specific keywords. And this gives you an idea of like daily estimates and things like that. But I will actually focus on this in a future video and show you how to create customized estimates. But for now, let's just focus on this area here. But as you can see here, you can easily customize it. So let's say, for example, that for location, I only want puppy training for the United States or the United Kingdom or Australia or anything like that. So if I do that here, this will narrow it down so that I only see results for the United States. So let's say, for example, I'm a physical company and I only want to cater and send my items to the United States. This gives me a better idea. Okay, puppy training tips in the United States has about 1,600 average monthly searches. If I had not targeted previously, it would show all of it. So I can choose languages. I could do Google and search partners to kind of broaden it a little bit more. So as you can see, when you make these changes, the beauty of Google Keyword Planner is that it actually updates it right in your face. So you don't have to refresh the page or anything like that. You can do keyword date range, keyword filters. Let's say now that I know that most of these seem to be below 1,000. But if I had a lot of searches, let's say, for example, puppy, we'll just go up here and type in puppy and get ideas. That way we got more average monthly searches. So let's say we're dealing with stuff like 368,000. And we don't really want to focus on the keyword phrases that have a lot of searches. We want to focus on the ones that get lower amount of searches. They're probably more targeted, Like puppies is too general, to be honest, but more targeted like German Shepherd puppies or puppies for adoption. So you can specifically reach a specific type of mindset. If that's the case, you can always go to keyword options here and keyword filters. And then let's say, for example, that we want it to be less than 2,000. And we want the competition to be about medium and low. So we have Shih Tzu puppies, buying puppies online, puppy games online, and so forth. So we can now see medium or low competition, and we can always tweak that as well and go the opposite way to everything that is bigger than 2,000 searches. And let's say, for example, we're doing our market research and we want to figure out if there is buying market. So there's high competition in these areas here. And as you can see, you find keyword ideas that you may never have thought about earlier. Then we have the Ad Group Ideas tab here. And if you click on this, just to give you some examples, you can see keywords that are related to pet supplies. So if you want to tackle Google AdWords here and just start adding these to your plan, you could easily do that as well. You can also modify your search at the very top, and you can do the other 4 different searches here, but we're not going to get into that right now. So that's really how to use this quite effectively.